Hi everyone, SBR Videos. This is the Pete's Parlay Show for college football, Week 12. I'm Peter Loshak. All right, I got a parlay I think might be a little bit solid this week. It's going to have 5 legs, and I'm going to do a round robin of 4-teamers. And I got a lot of everything here today. I got a blind tail of something Brent told me about. I'm tailing Steve's lean on a play, which is also lean that Brandon Shively had, which is also something that I agreed with. Got a little bit of my own capping here. Got a little bit of everything this week. All right, let's get to college football Week 12. Sharp stuff from Brent. Well, the first thing Brent told me that I'm sure I trust 100%, but that I do not have the balls to a tail is Miami, Florida, over Florida State, right? Talked to Brent from BetDSI, told me that the Sharps did pile in on Miami, Florida at +3. I also previewed that game with both Al McMorty and Troy West from allplayswin.com. Al McMorty likes Miami, Florida. Troy West, though, likes Florida State. Sharps all over Miami, Florida. Question is just, we know that Florida State's been a horrific bet on the year overall. Question is just, can Miami, Florida get an outright win? Can they hand Florida State their first loss of the year? Sharps say yes. Al McMorty says yes. Troy West says no. So I was thinking about Miami, Florida there, but, probably the Sharp side, but I decided not to include it in the parlay. Sharps also came in on Virginia Tech against Duke. That's interesting right there. Virginia Tech getting a little healthier, 7.5, 6.5, and 6. All sharp sides. Now it's all the way down to like 4, 4.5. I also thought about the over, low total there, 48. Virginia Tech's last game against Boston College went way over. We know that Duke's defense has been, not quite as good as their final scores would indicate. So that game, I thought about the over, 48. Although Beamer loves to. Establish the run. So we could see another low-scoring game there. But, Sharps on Virginia Tech. I decided not to tail that one, although I'm sure they have their reasons for it. Thought about the over 48. Decided to pass on that one as well, though. Ohio State, Minnesota under was a sharp side as well. 57, briefly considered that, but now it's all the way down to 54.5 at BetDSI. So, that's interesting, but pass on that one. The Sharps took Marshall at 19.5 and 20.5. So it's now just 21.5. I considered that one, but decided against it. And interestingly, 2 different Sharps took the under 50.5 and 50 in Middle Tennessee, Florida International. I was thinking that total was looming a little bit low. I was thinking about the over, but if 2 different Sharps came in on the under, there's a reason for that, of course. And, I'm guessing the under is the right side, but at 48.5, decided not to include it in the parlay this week. All right, so let's get to the legs that I am going to include. 5 legs this week. I'm going to do a 4-teamer, a round robin of 4-teamers, and that's a $20 base. All right, first leg. Brent told me that the Sharps came in on Tennessee at a 7.5 and 9. Now it's minus 10.5 at BetDSI. I'm going to take a shot with the over 54 in this one. Both teams have a bunch of positives on offense. They're a lot less inspiring on defense. The total is very modest at 54, and I thought about tailing the Sharps at Tennessee minus 10.5. Probably that's a strong play, but I was liking the over 54 from the over in this game from the beginning of the week, and I decided to go with it. Hasn't been bet up. The Sharps haven't touched it as yet. Maybe they will by closer to kickoff, but that's going to be a first pick. Kentucky, Tennessee, over 54. That's a current line at BetDSI. Then second leg of the parlay is going to be a blind tail of Brent. Told me that Sharps piled in on South Alabama, 4, 4.5, and 5. Right now it's all the way up to minus 6.5, minus 113 at BetDSI. And, I'm going to tail it. I'm going to chicken out a little bit. I'll take the money line at minus 250. So that's the second leg of the parlay, South Alabama money line minus 250. Not a great number, of course. Blind tail of Brent telling me that that's a big Sharp side. Then the third leg I'm going to take Arkansas, +1, minus 107 right now at BetDSI. I previewed the game with 2 guys. Brandon Shively, first previewed it with him. He said he liked Arkansas at -2. I told him that I was kind of agreeing with that. Then Steve from collegefootballwinning.com, 7-0 against the spread in his free picks list this year, and of course killing it at his website long term. Told me he wanted to take LSU Arkansas as his game this week. I was like, okay, here we go. We'll see what Steve has to say about it. He liked Arkansas. At the time we did the video with Steve, it was Arkansas -1. Now the line has moved all the way to Arkansas +1, minus 107 at BetDSI. So not sure what's up with all that line movement, but I was leaning Arkansas from the get-go. I bet it. Talked to Brandon Shively. He liked it at -2. Steve liked it at -1. Now it's Arkansas +1, -107. That's going to be the third leg of the parlay. Fourth leg is going to be Georgia, and right now they're -2.5, -115. I'm going to take them on the money line, -140. Not a huge lean here, but I was thinking that Georgia, probably a decent play here, and Brent did tell me that he took sharp action on Georgia at -2 just from one guy, so it's not an overwhelming sharp side this week, but Sharp did like it. I kind of liked it, and good enough for me. I'll include it, Georgia money line, -140. And then the fifth leg is going to be in the Middle Tennessee State game. That's a curious game. I'm not exactly sure what's up with that total. Again, total is low, and two different sharp outfits came in on Middle Tennessee State. Came in on the under. And my pick on this one, I was kind of leaning Middle Tennessee State from the beginning, and I'm going to take them here. Right now they're -4.5 at BetDSI. I'm going to chicken out a little bit and take the money line, -195. Middle Tennessee State, basically better team, more to play for off the bye. I know it's the last home game for Florida International and all that, but sharps haven't come in. Line hasn't moved much as of yet, but I was just liking Middle Tennessee State from the start. They're a pretty decent team. Florida International is flawed. I'll take them on the money line, -195. So those are the 5 legs this week. Kentucky, Tennessee, over 54. South Alabama, money line, -250. Arkansas, +1, -107. Georgia, money line, -140. And Middle Tennessee State, money line, -195. 5 legs. I'm going to do round robin of 4 teamers, $20 base. That's $100 to win $704.40. And if 4 win, it still profits a little bit this week. That's the Pete's Premium Parlay for NFL, for college football, Week 12.